Hello, I'm David Ellison. I'm running for State Senate District 32. I'm here in Williamsburg County at Kingstree High School, and we're talking about education today. Now, I'm doing a little selfie video because it's important to talk about what's happening in Williamsburg County and throughout the Senate seat 32. Education is the key to life. Education is the key to jobs. Education is the key to bringing industry back into Williamsburg County. My motto is God, jobs, and not mobs. How can we prepare our kids to perform on the world stage? How can we prepare our children to be in a high-tech global environment? It's very simple. It's education. Sadly, here at this school, Kingstree High School, right behind me, 52% of the young males that start ninth grade, let me say that again, 52% of the young men that start ninth grade do not even finish this high school. And that's all ethnicities, and it's a 25% delta. That is a 25% difference between male and female graduation rates. So that number is not talked about by the media. It's certainly not talked about by the Democrat Party. It's certainly not talked about by Ronnie Sapp. In fact, it's hidden. It's hidden from the population. It's hidden from parents that 52% of the young males that start ninth grade will not finish. So what happens to those young men that don't finish? Well, I think we know. We don't have time to go in to the sordid details, but many of those young men end up in the system. They end up in prison. They end up on the street. They end up in gangs. We, as a culture, as a state, as a District 32, we cannot tolerate that. These young men deserve better. They deserve an education. Here's my solution. The problem is obvious, but very few folks have solutions. We have great teachers here at Kingstree High School. There's no doubt about it. But we also have great teachers at other schools in Williamsburg County. We have great teachers at Williamsburg Academy. We have some moms and dads that might want to homeschool. We have some great tutoring individuals. We need the money, and let me be very clear. The education taxpayer dollars needs to follow the children, not the bureaucrats, not the bureaucracy. Right now, a single mother has no other alternative but to send her child, her male child, to this school. And that child has a 52% chance of failing and not even graduating. And then the other 48% that graduate, many of those are socially promoted. So how can we solve this problem? Well, it's quite simple. Let the free market rule. Let supply and demand rule. Let competition, which is not a four-letter word, rule. Let's give parents that money, and they can control those tax dollars, and they can send their child to the school of their choice, not to Ronnie Sapp's choice, not to the school district's choice. The school district has had 70 years, approximately 70 years to solve this problem. They haven't solved it. It's gotten worse. Let's be very clear. We are never going to get jobs back into Williamsburg County until we do one thing: solve education. It's bad enough that employers say we can't find a qualified workforce. That's bad enough. But it's even worse when companies and Fortune 500 companies and high-tech companies and manufacturing firms will not move into Williamsburg County because they say if we move a family in from another state, where are they going to send their kids to school? Are we going to expect a family from Florida, Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Georgia even, to send their children to this school where 52% of the males don't graduate? I don't think so. So let's do this. Let's have an honest conversation. Let's realize that the money must follow the child, number one. Let's realize that education is the key to jobs and industry. Let's come together and rally around this school district. Let's rally around the teachers. Let's make sure that teachers that are performing get pay raises. Let's make sure that teachers that aren't performing get more training. And let's let parents decide who the great teachers are. Let's do 360-degree appraisals, job performance. Let's let parents be the ones that give the thumbs up or thumbs down for the teachers. It shouldn't just be the principal. It shouldn't just be the education industrial complex that decides where the quality teachers are. Because if you're a quality teacher, you shouldn't worry about competition. You should embrace it. You should welcome it. Let's welcome competition. Let's bring jobs back to Williamsburg County. Let's educate our children, and let's do away with this 25% difference in graduation rates between males and females. School choice is the answer. Educational freedom is the answer. GI Bill for kids is the answer. Education savings accounts is the answer. Tax credits are the answer. Let's give parents their money back that can only be used for their child's education, including transportation. There's nothing wrong with a child getting on a little yellow school bus and going to a private school or a church school, if that's where the parent wants them to go. So in summary, money must follow the child. 52% don't graduate of our young males. Totally unacceptable. In fact, that is a civil rights issue here in Williamsburg County. If we want to march, let's march over something that we can solve. We can solve this. We can do better as a people, as a county, as a Senate District 32. We can make sure our young men graduate. And finally, if we do all these things, jobs will come back. We can't wave a magic wand. President Obama said that manufacturing jobs would never come back to America. And a magic wand is not going to be the trick. No, a magic wand is not the trick. But guess what is? Education. If we have quality education with quality teachers, with quality curriculum, and we put God back in the center where he belongs, good things will happen. Trust me. Competition breeds excellence. Let's not have the haves and have-nots. Let's give everybody equal opportunity, regardless of zip code, regardless of social economic status, regardless of skin color. There is opportunity for all God's children, and we're all made in his image. We are all part of one race. It's called the human race.